Why is it so important to understand PCOD and PCOS, and what is PCOD and what is PCOS? PCOD, Polycystic Ovarian Disorder or Disease. PCOS, Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. Okay. 20 years back, I don't remember hearing PCOD and PCOS as much as we hear it now. What has changed in the 20 years? Okay, from then and now, what has changed so much that we hear so many people suffering from PCOD and PCOS? Statistics say that almost 1 in every 5 women today are suffering from PCOD and PCOS. Okay, what is it that has changed from 20 years to now? Think. I'll give you one more hint. Out of this 20% of the women population who are suffering from PCOD and PCOS these days, can you believe it that out of the 20%, 90.5% of the women are the urban women population, and only say about roughly 0.5% of the rural population who suffer from PCOD and PCOS. So two things I'm throwing at you right now. 20 years back, PCOD, PCOS was not so rampant. We hear it much more today. And also it is more in the urban population than the rural population. And I'm sure to each one of us that answer that comes in the mind is the lifestyle. Yes, it is because of the poor lifestyle which causes the PCOD or the PCOS syndrome or the disease. What is the difference between PCOD and PCOS? Let's clear that. So when the PCOD is affecting Polycystic Ovarian Disorder or Disease, when it is affecting only say the ovaries, it is at the level of PCOD. When this problem is untackled, when we do not address this problem and it starts affecting all the other organs in the body, due to which we get infertility, we get type 2 diabetes, we get hypertension, sleep apnea. When it starts affecting the other organs and it becomes a little chronic, then it becomes PCOS, Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. So it's the same thing, only thing is the level of the intensity with which you are suffering from. It is attributed as you are suffering from PCOD or PCOS. So coming back to the question, what is the main cause? Okay, we've been talking very briefly about the cause, symptoms, and the remedies which yoga has given us. So what is the cause? The main cause, as we have understood and realized, comparing 20 years back and now, comparing urban population and rural population, women's population, of course, it is the lifestyle. And as in the lifestyle, what are the things that we have to look into the lifestyle? Of course, proper sleep, adequate sleep, and sleeping on the right time. Now, if you look around, we just don't sleep on time. 10:30 to 6 or 10:30 to 5 is a very good time to sleep. But then do we do that? We are up and awake till 1 o'clock, surfing the net, and then we wake up late in the morning. So this sleep disorder or inadequate sleep or sleeping in a very, very wrong time can cause PCOD or PCOS. Bad diet, okay? You don't take a nutritious diet. Everybody around you is screaming their lungs out, all the nutritionists, all the dietitians, everybody who is concerned with proper eating or clean eating tells us to eat local and to eat fresh. Very important, okay? To eat local, to eat seasonal, to eat fresh. What are we doing? What is our diet today? All packaged products, which of course leads to PCOD and PCOS. Other attributes for your poor lifestyle which brings in PCOD or can bring in PCOD, PCOS is a sedentary lifestyle. Our body is made to move, okay? Our human body is made to move. In the scheme of things, when God made us, He made us to move. But what kind of a lifestyle do we have? Sedentary lifestyle. Here, mind you, that 1 hour of exercise, gym exercise or yoga or any kind of fitness routine, that 1 hour, and then the rest 23 hours if you're sedentary, that will also fall under a sedentary lifestyle. So what do? Move often. 20 years back, our grandmothers and all, what kind of a lifestyle did they have? They used to work so much. They used to work physically hard. Rural population, they work physically hard. Do we do that now? Because of the resources available, we just lead a sedentary lifestyle. And more so if we have worked out 1 hour in the gym or if we've done a very good yoga session, we think our thing is done. And then the 23 hours, we are completely slouched on the chair or on the sofa. Keep moving, guys, keep moving. Sedentary lifestyle is a main reason and cause for PCOD and PCOS. Why should we address PCOD and PCOS? Why is it important for us to gain knowledge and address this? 50% of the population don't even realize that they have PCOD and PCOS. They only realize it much later when it has become chronic. And due to PCOD and PCOS, and because they have not addressed it, they get diabetes or they get tension, hypertension and stuff like that. So it is very important to address. So definitely rectify the lifestyle. And the major important cause again is stress, okay? Physical stress or mental stress, any kind of a stress. When we are under stress, the body goes under, and inflammation happens in the body. And inflammation is a defense mechanism of the body which protects us from stress or any kind of injury. The problem is that nowadays we have a constant low-grade chronic inflammation going on in the body. We don't even realize because the stress is constantly there. We don't even realize that we are not stressed. The body cannot differentiate whether it is a physical stress or a mental stress. So if you are under stress, the body will be constantly under inflammation. And due to the inflammation also, the PCOD and the PCOS happens. Because of this inflammation and because of the stress, the body develops what is known as insulin resistance. Now we look into what happens, what exactly happens, what changes happen in the body when one suffers from PCOD and PCOS. Because of the inflammation in the body, which is caused due to the stress. So stress is at the top. So because of the inflammation in the body, there is insulin resistance in the body. What does it mean? The insulin no longer doesn't work. The body is producing the insulin. And what is the work of the insulin? The work of the insulin is to break down the glucose from the blood or to pick up the glucose from the blood to release energy. Insulin does not do this work. Insulin is not allowed to do this work because of the stress and because of the inflammation. What does the body do? Body loves you. Body always wants to protect you. So the body produces more insulin. So this more insulin in the body goes and targets the ovaries. The ovary size gets bigger and then a lot of cysts are formed in the ovaries. Because of the cyst formation in the ovaries, there is a hormonal imbalance. What does the ovary do? The ovary starts producing male hormones, okay? Or the ovary starts to produce a lot of male, infected or male-related hormones. And that is why then we have symptoms like facial hair, like the men, they are supposed to have facial hair. Women also starts to have facial hair. They start to lose hair on the scalp. Then the weight management becomes a big issue. They start gaining weight or they are not able to lose weight. Your period cycles becomes very erratic. Either that's heavy flow or scanty flow, or there is irregular periods. You start getting a little more, the infertility also comes in. So these are all the symptoms that happens when you have PCOD and PCOS. And as we saw that at the top of the game is the stress. So basically for your PCOD and PCOS, along with the medication, whatever you take, you have to look into stress management. And here comes in the yoga. Yoga helps you to manage the stress because of deep conscious breaths and long deep stretches in the body. You will be able to manage stress, physical stress and mental stress. Physical stress, sometimes the organs, they don't work to the optimum because they are stressed out. So when you are sending fresh blood circulation in those parts of the body, like you will see in today's practice, we will be doing a lot of seated forward bends. When we do a lot of seated forward bends, we are sending fresh blood circulation in our pelvic bone, in our pelvic floor, which stores or hosts all our reproductive organs. So they sort of get rejuvenated. They get, they get a new life, so as we can call it. Because of that, your PCOD and your PCOS levels in the body can be addressed and then they can be brought down. So this is a whole history and a little story on PCOD and PCOS. And everybody, definitely, if you are diagnosed with it, you should not let it go and you should start addressing it. And there are tools, there are yoga protocols which helps us to treat this PCOD and PCOS. In my 10 years or 11 years of teaching, I have had so many students who have come back and said that because of regular, consistent practice of yoga, they have sort of addressed their PCOD and PCOS problems, and it has come down to a large level. So without much further ado, let's get started. We have Deepika here, as I said, all the way from Singapore. She's a teacher at Anahata Yoga Zone, and she'll be leading this session of yoga for PCOD and PCOS. And for today's session, you will need a chair. It can be any kind of a chair. You might need it, you might not need it, and you will need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, a few cushions will also do. So get all your props, get set and get ready. And remember, this is the first event which we have brought for the yoga month. There are a series of events, very interesting ones, depending on what the students wanted us to bring to them. So we have a host of events. Stay connected to our page, Facebook and Insta, so you will get all the notifications and you can join in. So there you go, Deepika, over to you. Thank you so much. And everybody, happy practicing. Thank you so much.
Just stay in a comfortable seated position. We are just starting. So just close your eyes. You're just observing the breath, settling down in this posture. Observing the breath, making our inhalations and exhalations longer. Every inhalation, feel the chest expanding, chest rising, spine lengthening. And every exhalation, ground your sitting bones into the mat. Every inhalation, lengthen your spine, lifting up nice and tall, as though someone is pulling you from the crown of the head up towards the ceiling or towards wherever you are, upwards motion. Every exhalation, ground your sitting bones into the mat. Once again, inhale and exhale out completely. Good. Now join your palms at the heart center. Let's begin with 3 Om chants. You can chant with me or just listen and feel the vibrations. Inhale, take a deep, long breath. As you exhale, let's chant. Om. Once again, inhale. Om. One more time. Inhale, deep breath in. Oh. Observe the vibrations of the chant in your mind and body. You can release your palms and gentle blinks, open your eyes. Good morning, good day again, everyone. So really great to have you here. And now we'll be starting with the warm-ups. So hope you're all ready with in a comfortable seated position with your spine straight. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Join your palms together over the head. Stretching your upper body, your arms, your shoulders. Pull your navel in, lengthening your spine, lifting up through both the sides of the torso. So stretch the right arm little more up, left side little more up. Exhale and release your arms. Let's do this once again. Inhale, lift your arms sideways up. Join your palms together. Stretching your upper body, giving a nice stretch to your body as you awaken this morning, or if you're joining from another place, as you just start the session and the practice. Exhale, arms sideways down. Excellent. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, lift your arms sideways up, joining the palms, lengthening the spine, lifting up through both the sides of the torso. Exhale, release your arms sideways down. Excellent. Now lift your arms up, interlock your fingers. Interlock your fingers, stretching your arms again. Exhale, lean your body towards the right side. So going sideways, it's a lateral stretch. Going side on the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, on to your left side. So when you're going left, make sure you're not folding forward, but you're bending sideways. Getting a nice stretch in the right side of your body. Keep grounding the right hip, right sitting bone towards the mat. So that there's a tendency, it might lift up. Keep grounding it back into the mat. Excellent. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, again, onto the right side. Good. Lifting your chest up towards the left side. Feeling that length in the left side of your body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, on to the left side. Excellent. Keep opening the chest. Don't let the arm cover your face. So roll your shoulder back and go down on the left side. Excellent. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale and release your arms. Excellent. Now inhale, lift your arms up. Lengthening your spine again. Pull your navel in. Exhale. Now drop your left palm on your right knee. Take the right palm behind your hip, closer to the hip. So maintaining that length in the spine. You're taking a twist to the right side. Stay there and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale onto the left side. Good. Stay there and breathe again. Every inhalation, lengthen your spine. Every exhalation, twist a little more. Also, make sure you're not turning your neck too much. The twist has to come from your waist, then your chest, and only then your head should turn. Excellent. Let's do this once more. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale onto the right side. Keeping your spine straight and lengthened. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little more from the waist. Neck stays in line with the upper body. First, take the twist and then only turn your head. For another 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale onto the left side. Continue, stay there and breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Back to center. Exhale and release. Good. Let's just release the tension from the shoulders and neck area, because that's where usually most of our stress and tightness is. So inhale, lift your shoulders up towards the ears, shrugging your shoulders. Exhale, roll it back and down. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, release the tension and tightness away from that region. Once again, inhale, shoulders up, shrugging them up towards the ears. Exhale and release. Excellent. Now, interlock your fingers, your index finger pointing upwards. Now, place it below your chin. We're just going to do a stretch to release the tension from the neck and the back of the neck. So, place the index fingers below the chin. Now, using resistance, so you're not going to just loosely lift the head up, but with resistance, as you inhale, lift your head up, using that fingers to push your neck forward. And with that chin, you're trying to push it down. So that opposite force or resistance to take it all the way up and stay. When you're holding the pose, please keep breathing. You're not holding your breath when we are holding the poses. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Chin towards the chest. You can take the interlocked fingers behind your head, getting your elbows closer, gently applying pressure from the back of the head. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale and release. Excellent. Now, those of you who have a chair, you can get a chair as a prop. If you don't, also it's fine. But just keep it in mind that you can use chair, you can use pillows and bolster as well. So I'm just going to get my chair now. We're going to do Baddha Konasana to open up the hip and the region around the pelvis. As Pratibha ma'am explained, this is excellent to send that extra energy and blood supply, fresh blood supply to that region. And it's excellent for women especially. Can be done and should be done every day. It's also good for people who are pregnant, so even they can do it. Good for period pain and all sorts of, it has more than one benefit. So you can first to start with, stretch the legs forward. If you're doing it for the first time, you can take it slow. Now slowly start bringing the soles of the feet together. Now today you could be here, so feet can be away or heels can be away. Or if you're able to, you can get your heels slightly closer towards the body. So knees up, start dropping sideways. Now make sure that you're not rounding and you're leaning back. So you can use your palms to just adjust, making sure your sitting bones are on the mat, lifting the chest up. Good. Now you can hold those feet with your interlocked fingers first. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, lift your chest up. Good. Now let's just flap our thighs and knees for 5 times. So this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now next exhalation, slowly start folding forward. Now this is where you can use the chair. You can keep it closer. As you fold forward, you can rest your forearms, your head on the chair this way. Okay, so don't worry if you're not able to go down completely or if your feet are away, that's okay. Try to maintain that length in the spine, not compromising on the length of the spine, and go down as much as you can. Feel that stretch in your inner thighs, your hip region. Okay, let's stay there for 5 breaths. Breathe. Keep your awareness wherever you're feeling the stretch. For 5, 4. Now, some of you might not need the chair and can go down. That's also fine, wherever you're able to reach. 2, 1. Inhale, slowly come back. Exhale and release. Excellent. Now, stretch the left leg out. Keep the right leg bent. Okay. Now, lift the right leg up, placing the right foot in the crease of your left elbow. So, I'll just show you first. This is like rocking your baby or cradling your baby. So, some of you, again, it might be here today, it's fine. But again, look at my spine, trying to lift the chest up and lift the leg up as much as you can. This is again working on opening the hip region. Okay, so we're going to rock this, moving the hip from left to right and right to left this way. Okay, let's do it for 5 times. Like you're rocking your baby, lifting that leg up, keeping the spine straight for 5, 4. Keep the left leg active. So press that left heel, engage the left leg muscles. 2, 1. Very good. Now slowly release the right leg. Let's do it on the left side. So stretch the right leg out. Again, grounding your sitting bones into the mat. Fold the left leg and left foot will go in the right elbow crease this way. So just holding it like you hold a baby, interlocked fingers. You could be here today, it's fine, but just try to keep your spine straight. Good. Now moving the hip from left to right, right to left, keeping the right toes and right heel active. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Slowly release. Stretch the left leg out. You can just move your toes, wiggle your ankles, shake them out. Good. Now cross your legs and we're moving into all fours. Okay, so you can move the chair away. Come on to all fours on your mats, everybody. On your palms and your knees. So palms are in line with the shoulders and knees are in line with your hips. Excellent. Let's do a few rounds of cat-cow stretches to warm up our spine. Inhale, arch your lower back, sending your sitting bones up, lift your head up. Exhale, round your spine, pull your navel in. Excellent. Once again, inhale, arch your lower back, sending the sitting bones up, look up. Exhale, round your spine, pull the navel in. Press the mat away from you to keep your arms straight and lengthened. Good. Inhale, 3, up. Exhale, round your spine. 2 more times. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Very good. Once again. Inhale, arch a little more, sending the sitting bones up, activating the lower back muscles. Exhale, round your spine, tucking your tailbone under, pulling the navel in, chin towards the chest. Back to neutral spine. Now from here, we're going to take the right leg back. Right leg back. Good. Now make sure your hip is not turning. I'm keeping my hips squared. Right thigh is facing down. Good. Now pressing onto the palms. If you have any strain in the knee, you can fold the mat and take extra cushioning under the knee. Otherwise, you can just continue. Now lift the right leg up. Now trying to maintain that length in the spine. So my spine is arching, but I'm going to tuck and keep it active, engaging the core. Good. Now here, we're just going to do 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Excellent. Next one. So we're just working on the hip region, the glutes, strengthening our glutes. Fold your right knee. Next one, you can just watch first. You're going to fold the right knee, pulse it up and down. Pulse it up and down. So it's like a kick. It's like a donkey kick, you can say. So we will do 5 of these. Okay, let's go. Take the right leg back. Fold your right knee. Fold your right knee. Kick the hip up. So now when you're kicking it up, you're not just kicking this way. It's your hip working here. So from the hip, my knee is folded, up and down. 2, down. We're doing it slow. We should really feel the hip and the glutes working. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down and release. Next one you can watch. We'll continue on the right side first. So staying on all fours, bending your right knee, hip rotations this way. This is your 1. So making complete circles from left to right in clockwise direction. We will do 5 of these. Let's go, everyone. In all fours, lift the right leg up. Come on, starting to warm up our body. 1, from left to right, clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse, anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3. Keeping the core engaged, arms straight. 2, 1, and release. Sit back. Take a moment. Just observe the difference between the right side and the left side. As you worked out your right side, let's take 2 breaths here. Breathe in and deep breath out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good going. Now let's complete this on the left side. Come on, back to all fours, everyone. Good. Neutral spine. Stretch that left leg back and lift it up. Make sure it's not turning. Thighs facing down towards the mat. Pulses. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now fold that left knee. Kick it up and down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. Last one, hip rotations. We can start anti-clockwise this time. So 1, from out to in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, keep your core engaged. Don't let your back arch. 2, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent. Now from there, sit back. You can stretch your knees. So spread your knees, mat width apart. Take your child's pose. So you're sending your hips towards the heels. Stretch your arms forward, resting your abdomen in between the thighs. Resting the abdomen in between the thighs. Stay in child's pose. For 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to your all fours. Now from here, you can just watch the next movement. You're going to go back into your child's pose. Inhale, move the body forward and go down, knees stretched chin down. Okay, from there, inhale into your Bhujangasana. Okay, so I'll show you again. So from your child's pose, press onto the palms, move your body forward, knees stretched chin down. Good. Now from here, press onto those palms, lift your chest up into your Bhujangasana. Okay. Now here, you can keep your elbows bent, shoulders roll back away from the ears. Good. Press the tops of the feet, tops of the thighs. For 3, 2, 1, exhale and release. Good. Take a moment. You can watch the next one in the meanwhile. So take your palms little ahead of your chest this time. Okay, and this time we are going to, it's a variation, it's Sarpasana. Straight arms, this way. Okay, so just watch first. Straight arms. Now make sure your shoulders shouldn't be this way. Roll them back. Roll them back away from the ears. Squeeze your glutes. So don't let your feet, your back, there shouldn't be strain on the lower back. So to engage your glutes, press the tops of the thighs and then stay this way. Now this is excellent again to send that energy and let's apply to your abdomen region and tone that region as well. It improves your confidence and energy. So let's do it. Hold for 5 counts. Let's go. Inhale, lift your chest up. This time arms up, squeezing your glutes, shoulders roll back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and slowly release down. Good. Stay for 3. You can relax in Makrasana, one of the best relaxing pose. So palms on top of each other. You can rest your cheek or one side of the head on the palms. Your heels turn towards each other, toes pointing outwards. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come back onto the palms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go back into your Vajrasana or just come into a seated position. You can watch the next one. Next one, we're going to do Malasana. Malasana, it's again excellent for hip opening, for that pelvic region. Can be done very regularly. It's very good. Now, some of us really struggle in this pose. So for that purpose, I have blocks today, but if you don't have blocks, you can use a bolster or some cushioning, something under your hips. So I'll just show you the pose first. So it's a wide leg squat. So wide legs, turn your feet out at an angle, sitting back, drawing the palms at the heart center. Now make sure you're not this way, spine lifted up, chest lifted up. So with my shoulders, I'm pressing them against the knees, lifting the chest up. You really feel that opening in the inner thighs, your hip region, your pelvic region. Okay, now some of us might not be able to sit down this much. You might be here, so you can take blocks. If maybe one block, you might need 2 blocks under your hips and be here. Trying to keep lifting the chest up and stay there. Okay, let's get into the pose. We'll stay for 5 counts. Good. Get into the pose with the blocks, or you can use your pillow or the bolster if you don't have blocks under the hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Good job, everyone. Now place the palms on the knees. Slowly lift your hips up. You're going to a forward fold. Straighten the legs, lift up, coming to a forward fold. Good. Just hang in there. You can hold the opposite elbows with your palms. Just get your feet slightly closer, shoulder width apart, and keep your knees slightly bent. Keep your knees bent, lower abdomen engaged, so to reduce any pressure off your back. Stay there. Long exhalations. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale out completely. Press the feet on the mat. Inhale. Slowly lift up. Exhale and release. Good going, everyone. Hope you're able to follow so far. So next one, we're going to do standing poses. So for that, you can again get your chair as a prop. So it will be easier. You will get a better stretch. If you have a chair, without the chair also, if you're used to doing, you can do it without the chair. Trikonasana, I'll show you first. So spread your feet wider. So it's a wide leg stance. It's a little wider than shoulder width apart. Okay. Turn the right toes out towards the short edge of the mat. Okay. Left foot is facing the long edge of the mat. Arms in one line at shoulder level. Good. Now from here, just have a look first. So you're going to lean your body towards the right side, this way, as though someone is pulling you from the right side. Now when you feel you've reached your maximum, then you're going to slowly start going down onto the right side. You can keep your arm lifted up, or if you have any shoulder pain or discomfort, you can just place your palm on your abdomen. Now things to keep in mind, make sure not folding forward this way. It's a lateral stretch. You're going down sideways. If you have a chair, this is where you can use a chair. You can release your palm and your elbow on the chair. Keep turning, rolling the shoulder back, left shoulder back, opening the chest to the left. Okay, arm lifted up or palm on the waist. Let's get into the pose. Take that wide leg stance, arms at shoulder level. Good. Lean your body, cutting through the hip over to the right side. When you feel you reach the maximum, start going down, down. You can release the palm on the chair if you have one. Otherwise on your feet, wherever you're able to reach. Keep opening the chest. Good, stay there. This can also be done with a wall. If you have a wall, you can just keep the back against the wall. So that won't let you go forward. Stay there for another 3, 2, 1. Very good. Slowly inhale. Lift yourself up. Turn the right toes in. And take a moment. You can join your feet. Just take a moment there. Observing your breath. For 3, 2, 1. Good going. Let's do this on the other side, on your left side. So you can move the chair. Take the wide leg stance. It's almost like a 3 feet, 3 to 3.5 feet. You can adjust as long as you're getting the stretch. Arms at shoulder level. Turn the left toes towards the short edge of the mat. Good. Now lean your body to the left side, as though someone is pulling you from the left side. You're already feeling a stretch here. Exhale. Start going down as much as you can. Arm up or palm on the waist. Good. You can release the elbow, the forearm on the mat. Keep opening the chest. So keep pushing your hips forward, shoulder back. Good. Staying there for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to slowly lift up. You can bend your knees slightly while lifting up. Exhale and release. Very good. This is very good to release any stuck energy, giving a nice stretch to the side body. Also tones the obliques and the sides. So sometimes because of that fat around the abdominal region also, we have a lot of issues and disease. All right. The next one, Prasarita Padottanasana. So as Pratibha ma'am was explaining in the beginning of the class, the major reason for PCOS or PCOD is related to stress. Now this forward fold is an excellent way to release that stress and has a calming effect. So you can take chair, so that will be easier. It will be easier for you, so you're not having a lot of active stretch or discomfort. So you can place a chair in front of you. Take the wide leg stance again. Both the feet are parallel to each other. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, lean your body forward. So chest is going forward, hips back. Back flat first, chest forward. Good. Mildly engage your lower abdomen so that you're not arching too much. Your lower back is supported. Stretch your arms forward. Now here is where you can use the chair. You can either hold on to the top of the chair or you on the seat of the chair, depending on where you are today. Some days our body might feel more flexible. You can go down a little more in that case. Else just stay placing it on the top of the chair. Taking the half forward fold here. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Now you can go down a little more deeper, releasing your palms, elbows, and your forehead. You can just place your elbows, forehead on the chair. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those of you who want to go down completely can go and stay. Others can just continue here for another 3 breaths. Long exhalations, letting yourself calm down. Excellent forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Inhale to slowly lift up. You can lift your arms up. Exhale and release. Good going, everyone. You can join your feet together again. You can let the chair remain on the mat. We're going to go into our seated positions now. You can sit down on the mat. You can let the chair be on the mat. You can use that as well for our seated forward fold. Very good. Now the next one we're going to do is our Janu Shirshasana, one leg forward fold. Okay, so you can keep, if you want to use the chair, you can face the chair, stretch one leg out. So stretch the left leg out, right foot on the left inner thigh. Hips are squared and facing forward. Good. Inhale, lift your arms up, pull your abdomen in. Exhale, lean your body forward. Now this is where you can use your bolsters or pillows as well. So to rest your head, you can use your blocks. So the props come in very handy here. As you go down, fold forward. Rest your palms wherever you're able to reach on your legs or on the chair if you have a chair. Okay, and stay. If you have a chair, you can rest on the chair. Stay there and breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lift up. Exhale and release. Very good. Other side. Now stretch the right leg out. Fold the left leg. Place the left foot on the right inner thigh. Inhale. Stretch your spine. Stretch your upper body. Pull your navel in. Exhale. Lean your body forward. Use your props if required. Use a bolster between your abdomen and the thighs and keep squeezing that bolster. So you're taking your chest forward. Trying to maintain the length in the spine. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale out completely. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and release. Very good. The next one, Upavishta Konasana. Open your legs wider, as wide as you can. Okay, so your hips continue to be squared. Open your legs as wide as you can towards the sides. Grounding your sitting bones again into the mat. Good. Now inhale, lift your arms up, stretching your upper body. Exhale, lean your body forward. You can rest your arms and your head on the chair as you go forward. Now adjust the distance as your body is requiring you to do. So if you feel you can go down deeper, you can move the chair a little more away and just stretch the hands. If this is too much, you're feeling too much in your inner thighs already, you can keep it closer and just rest here. We are going to stay here for 5 breaths. So take the pose, whichever variation is suitable for you, and stay. Keep the legs active. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Inhale, slowly lift back up. Exhale and release. Good. You can get your knees together. Just wrapping your arms around the knees for a moment. Just moving your hips and release. Good going, everyone. So now we're going to practice some pranayama. So I hope you all got the stretches. So these can be done every day. These were, as you would have observed, most of them forward folds and around the abdomen and the pelvic region. So sending blood supply to that region to massage the reproductive organs and helping to elevate the symptoms of the PCOS and PCOD. So along with this, so this is the physical practice. Pranayama is excellent, very beneficial during this time. It also helps to de-stress and really balance out the breath, the energy, and the prana. So today we'll be practicing. We are going to do 2. We are going to do Kapal Bhati and Nadi Shodhana, and then towards the end, I'll also teach you Brahmari. Okay. Now take a comfortable seated position, making sure spine is straight. If you're feeling back pain right now, you can again lean against your chair or the wall. You can take wall support or sit on a block. So make sure your spine is straight for this practice because we're going to be here for the next 5 to 7 minutes. So take a comfortable seat of your choice. Relax your shoulders up and back and join your palms in Chin Mudra. Tip of the index finger is touching the tip of the thumb. Good. Now, first one, we're going to do Kapala Bhati. So I'll just show you first, or you can just observe and then we'll practice together. So this is forceful exhalation and passive inhalation. So you're going to inhale, take a deep breath in and start exhaling forcefully this way. Now, every time you exhale, you're going to pull your abdomen in. So you can even place your palms on your abdomen to feel that effect, pulling your abdomen in on every exhalation. Okay. We are going to do 30 counts. If anyone on your periods or monthly cycles, you can avoid this for now. Just observe and learn, and you can practice this later to avoid putting pressure on that region. Others, you can practice with me now. Let's go. So close your eyes Inhale. And let's start. Exhale out completely and stay with your natural breath. Just observing the after effects of the practice. Excellent. Let's do one more round. Inhale, take a deep breath in, and let's go. Exhale out completely. Staying with your natural breath. Keeping your face absolutely relaxed. Excellent. Next one, we're going to do Nadi Shodhana. So for the mudra, your left palm remains in Chin Mudra. Right palm, bend your index finger and your middle finger to touch the base of your thumb. Your ring and the little finger remain stretched out. So now with your index or with your thumb, you're going to gently close the right nostril. So there's a flap of the skin next to that bone. So just gently pressing it on that area to close the right nostril and breathe in through the left nostril. Then you're going to close the left nostril with your ring finger and breathe out through the right nostril. You can just observe once and then we'll do it. Once you exhale out from the right, breathe in through the right again and breathe out through the left. Now the ratio we are going to follow is 1:2:1. So we're going to inhale for 1 proportion, hold the breath for 2 and exhale for 1. Okay. So we can practice this. You can do it. We can start with 5 rounds, then go up to 10 rounds and so on. Let's just begin first. Today, let's practice 3 rounds together and then you can include this in your everyday practice. Let's go. Take the mudra, close your eyes, spine straight. Inhale to the left. Hold the breath. 1, 2. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right immediately. Hold the breath. 1, 2. Exhale to the left. Second round. Inhale to the left. Hold the breath. 1, 2. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. Hold the breath. Exhale left. One more round. Inhale to the left. Keeping your breath soft. Hold the breath. 1, 2. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. Hold the breath. 1, 2. Exhale to the left. Release your palms. And just stay and observe that alternate nostril breathing. Keeping your face relaxed. Now without disturbing the state of your mind, slowly go into a lying down position with your eyes closed on your back. So lie down on the mat, on your back. Feet mat width apart. Arms by the sides of your legs. Palms facing upwards. And fingers naturally curled in. Keep your eyes closed. Let's just relax in Shavasana for a couple of seconds. This is the most important aspect of the practice, to allow everything that we've practiced to really sink in. and balancing it throughout the body. Gently tuck the chin towards the chest so the back of your head is straight. Relax your shoulders onto the mat. Keep your eyes closed. Scanning your body from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. Relax in each and every part of your body. Visualize your body lying on the mat in a completely relaxed state. Letting Mother Earth take away any tension or tightness away from you. Now repeat these affirmations with me, or you can have any affirmations of your choice. I am nourishing my body to the best of my abilities, and I'm making positive health changes. Once again, I'm nourishing my body to the best of my abilities, and I'm making positive changes towards my health. Slowly preparing to come out of the posture. Wiggle your toes, move your fingers, and roll your head from side to side. Bend your knees. Roll over to your right side. And slowly make your way into a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Inhale, lift your arms sideways up, join your palms together. Exhale, bring your palms to the chest. Gentle blinks, open your eyes. We're just going to practice one more pranayama before we end the session. So it's Bhramari pranayama. This is excellent tranquilizing pranayama which has immediate calming effect on your body. So anytime you feel stressed, this is great to relieve that stress and de-stress you. Now to practice this, there are various ways, various mudras that you can use. Shanmukhi mudra is one of the popular ones, but you can also simply just use your thumbs to close the ears. So just placing the thumbs at the flap of your ears, skin outside your ear, right? Just closing your ears. So you will not be able to hear me once we start. So just hear now. So we will do 3 rounds, closing that. As you inhale, as you exhale, you have to chant or you have to just hum the sound of a bee this way. Okay, we'll do 3 rounds. Chant or hum on the exhalation. Now make sure that you're not going to extend it beyond your exhalation. It shouldn't be forceful like this. So let it end before your exhalation. Just keep it at the length of your exhalation. Okay, let's do 3 rounds together. So close your eyes. Use your thumbs. You can rest the other 4 fingers on your head, on the head. Close your eyes. Inhale. Continue. One more. Once you're done, release your hands. Just observe the vibrations for a moment. Good. Join your palms at the heart center. Gentle blinks, open your eyes, looking into your palms. Thank you, everyone. Hope you liked the practice today. And this is just the first session of this month. We have a lot of other sessions. Please do check out our Instagram and Facebook pages We have a session on Jalaneti and face yoga, Trataka, and also for lower back pain. So these are some of the tools that we have shared today: meditation, pranayama, and some of the asanas you can practice every day. Extremely beneficial for women. Even you can do it. Even if you're not suffering from PCOS and PCOD, this will really benefit you. So thank you again, everyone, for joining. Have a good rest of the day or evening, wherever you are. Thank you.